down to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Stanford's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. They become... Oh, they dropped it! Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now from inside the red zone. Scrambling away. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nobody open. He just throws it away and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be done.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that team.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Syracuse's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away, they did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the lone running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Trying to get behind the defense. Holds it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Stanford! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Syracuse, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll try to sneak it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25. Brought down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lost, the defense is wide open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Forced out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, good enough. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Syracuse, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Buys a little extra time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. Took a shot as he threw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a connection. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Willis. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They go to the draw. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Turning it on. Touchdown, Stanford. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, once upon a time, North Carolina-Virginia was as big as it gets in college football. It is the South's oldest rivalry, and it's now a final. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers.
Pulls it in. It's Russell. Oh, the ball's on the ground. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Grabs behind the line. It's 4. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Kennedy. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Ivory. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good.
Syracuse, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to run it to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stanford will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Savage. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Kennedy. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Tremble. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. The offense set for a first down play.
Black 14.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cuse. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
On the move at the 30. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. Touchdown, Orange. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think of.
Lets it fly. He's got it. Touchdown, Stanford. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Very little will make a crowd. Like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked.
He's trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
59, Syracuse, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. RPO complete to open the drive. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much.